The question why low-income minority students tend to score below average in urban schools in and of itself is a bit of a loaded question because it presupposes that all these students' lives are the same and their experiences are the same. It's easy to see that certain students might have problems at home that other students don't have. Certain students might have certain issues with the way a teacher teaches, so on and so forth. But I'll try my best to answer the question that's been posed to me in sort of a reformulation. What sort of trends do we see that might contribute to why lower income minority students on average score less? And the trend I feel that I could address the best is sort of an individual trend in students on a personal level dealing with their sort of engagement with education. I don't feel like we teach children enough, or we don't instill in children enough the value of education and why it's important, and what it means to be educated and what education can do, and not so much that if you don't get the right kind of education, you are less of a person, but education can open opportunities, and it doesn't necessarily matter what you are educated in, but there should be a sense where we all have a sensibility of wanting to learn more about the world around us. And I think that's the sort of sensibility we need to instill in students, a sort of education as a value. And that's one of the things I would try to do, especially with mathematics, because I feel like mathematics is one of those things that very much has just become a means to an end, and it has mathematical education has no value in and of itself besides you can get a good job with it. But that's what I would want to do, is sort of instill a sensibility and an appreciation of education as a value, which might strive kids to go further on in education and get more education, or learn what kind of things it is they truly want to learn about, and not education as you need to learn math, science, reading, and all these things. They're basic things we should all know how to do, but at the end of the day, we all have to pick what kind of lives we want to live ourselves. But that is not mutually exclusive from understanding education as a value in our society. And that's my little 2 cents.